then it becomes more in vain. And I think with that same person that you're talking about on the male side, the female side is the younger girls with the fucking BBLs and the lips and the Botox and the tits done. That is a vibe for me that's not attractive. It's just not attractive. Maybe you're just soft. SAWFT.
My perspective
Soft.
is fact. I wish people actually got to see the real you sometimes when you're not grumpy.
What do you mean? I'm not always
on the podcast. Sometimes you go like straight like grumpy.
It's because of the topics that we're talking about.
We're gonna start to incorporate topics that you are passionate about, so that it's not just
we did the Christmas crawl, we did the half crawl. There it is.
2.
That's pretty good.
2 out of 50. How many episodes are we on now?
This is 59.
There you go. 2 out of 59.
That's pretty
great
good.
odds. I keep spitting. I'm so sorry. It's like projecting that way too. Ugh. Luckily, it's not hitting you.
Yuck. Fucking gross, dude.
You're gross. All right? I've had enough
Good comeback.
Of your shit.
No, you are. Fucking ridiculous.
That's usually my go-to comeback. It's like, you're gross. When are you getting a Terrifier tattoo?
I don't know. It depends on how 3 is. If 3's good, yeah, not rolling out.
It's Christmas. It's going to be great.
That's true. Him with the Santa outfit.
You are going to love it. Imagine with a little light up.
I know. I won't do colored tattoos though.
No, that's fine. But I'm saying he'll have little light up Christmas lights. Yes. And it's going to be like a necklace and you can hit the button and it just lights up. Yeah. Can you picture that? You're going to like it. Let's just get it for you.
Okay.
When are we going?
I don't know, but that's also another idea for another video because it is Christmas themed. And
tattoos?
No.
Terrifier?
Like later.
When it comes out.
There is one video idea I already have that I'm going to film that's separate. But then why do you do that? You're like a fucking dog.
What is it?
I can't tell you what it is. It's just going to... I can tell you, but I'm not going to tell you on camera.
Oh, okay. We recently learned that Saw's not coming out this year. So that was like a little damper in my heart. So it's coming out next year instead. Do you remember the date that I said? 9/25?
26/25.
Isn't it? Yeah.
26/25.
Because I remember it was before Nikki and I got married. Isn't that weird? It's right before Nikki and I get married.
Get married, not got married.
Get married. Isn't that weird? It's going to be right before we get married. That's like a little treat to myself.
You can take me off that list. Trust me. I never get offended by not going to weddings or getting invited to weddings.
And Mel, delete.
You can invite Mel.
She just comes by herself. Her and I bonded at my birthday party.
That's because you were drunk.
This was before I got drunk. She got me drunk. I think single-handedly, she got me drunk. Because Nick...
She wanted to make sure that you had
It was my first time being drunk and last time being drunk. It was great.
Yeah.
Does she know that? Does she know that was my first time, being drunk?
No. I don't think I knew that until you just said it.
It's an honor. It's an honor and a privilege.
Are you going to drink at the networking thing?
I'll have one drink, and that is
Which one are you going to have? You're going to have the love that? You're going to have the hate that?
I'm going to have the hate that. It sounds really good.
Thai chili?
Yeah.
Thai chili.
Did you end up getting... You got it. Mm-hmm. Okay. I assumed because you made a post. So when you made a post about the drinks...
she made that flyer. I just posted
cute.
it. Yeah.
That's a cute flyer.
I have one up. I have a copy of it upstairs.
Great job, Mel.
Yeah.
She's just the jack of all trades, you know?
Oh my God. All right. Is this the episode is just fluffing up Mel?
Yeah.
I do that enough. I don't.
No, I know you don't.
To her, behind closed doors when nobody can hear.
It's her birthday this weekend. It's Mother's Day. By the time you guys see this, Mother's Day would already be past, but...
Yes. That was last week. My birthday's coming up for real though.
Excuse me.
I'm going to be 40.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
For my birthday?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I just spit again.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Do you need
I'm a fucking camel today.
fucking, I think we need a helmet and a mouth guard
I've had.
and a short bus.
Shut up. Mean. I have had your gift for like 8 months now. No,
This is going to be like a themed pack of gum or something.
Yes. No.
It's like fucking Art the Clown bubble yum.
No, I found something that you said you wanted. So I bought it for you.
I said I wanted it?
I'm going to play that game with you because when Nick and I first started dating, I apparently said I really wanted this like bag.
Yeah.
Or I said that like I would like it. And I said it once, like in passing, and he bought me that bag for Christmas.
Yeah.
And he kept on wording it as like it was something you said you wanted. I'm like, I wanted something? Like I never say that I want something. I'm never like, I want this. It was something you said you wanted. And it was very in passing, but you said you wanted it. And
Shit,
that day I bought it. So I would not forget.
Damn, I don't fucking remember.
I'm just a really great friend.
I will say that when people are with somebody and they say, I can't think of anything to get them. It's because you're not trying. You're so
or maybe you just
up
know
your
them
own
so
ass.
well. Like I don't know what to get my dad. Is that different now for you? Like I don't know what to get my dad.
A little bit, because my mother's difficult to buy for. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
She'll listen to this episode because she'll know that I'm talking shit. But she's difficult.
Her ears are ringing, and then she'll listen to this one episode when she doesn't watch all of our other episodes.
That's pretty much how it goes. But
I
for
love
Nick, you know, you always know what to get Nick.
I always know what to get Nick.
That's the thing, and he
I
probably
just
always
don't
knows
know
what's to get. Get you.
What's to get.
What's to get you.
I just never know what to get my dad because I feel like dads are difficult. Like my dad, like he has all the tools he would ever want. You know what to get my dad? He wants me to buy a house. Me buying a house for myself would be the best gift ever for him. That's what he says.
No.
I know.
No, especially in this market. That's not.
No, I know.
You can't do that. No.
I know.
That also.
But he's like, when you're successful, that's the best gift for me.
Okay, well, he's gonna be waiting a long fucking time.
Piss off.
He's still waiting. 3 decades later.
Piss off. But yeah, so that's what my dad wants. What I get him instead? Socks or
socks. What the fuck is that?
I always get him like a pair of socks. I'll get him like a Patriots shirt, or like I'll get him
That's
like
better.
I'll get him like clothes, like a few shirts. He never wears them.
That's
I'm
where
like, I know
don't.
your style. Like I
Yeah.
know that this is your style. Why are you not wearing my shirts? But he wears the same like jeans and a few t-shirts. He's like a creature of habit.
Yeah, no, I get that. My mother's very difficult to buy for too.
She knows what to get you. White Nikes every year.
It's easy. I'm very easy. I truly don't want things.
You can't like.
I really don't want things because this already come up with Mel, and I go, I really don't want anything.
That's not gonna happen.
If you don't work that night, then we can chill at home and watch the UFC. I don't want
That's
anything.
what you want.
There's a pay-per-view on. I don't want
Things.
I like to do things for other people. I don't.
So then
like,
they're gonna feel like they have to reciprocate it. Like
I
you just
know,
did so much for her birthday. She's gonna feel like she has to like do something for you.
I know, and I don't.
Like you set yourself up for failure on that, kiddo.
I don't want anything.
Anyways,
It's my PSA. Don't get me anything. I don't
Too late.
I don't want anything.
this episode,
Is brought to you by
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp. Do you need help to get better?
Get BetterHelp now.
Right. This is not sponsored.
That's not
This is a callback joke from last week.
From last week, yes. What was our episode for
My
today?
fucking word.
I know our episode.
I know.
Okay, so we were talking. This came up in conversation. We were talking about like body types, and it came up because I was saying that like I personally, I don't know how I brought it up, but I personally.
Oh, I brought it up, and I know why.
Okay,
And
can
I
you
can't-
start how?
I can't tell you why.
Oh,
because I would be
shit.
putting a place on blast.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh, got it.
But it was
We
because
just-
a bunch of them. It's more commonplace now for females to have a BBL,
Right.
have their lips done, Botox,
Right.
their tits done, the whole nine.
So we were talking about a place that had quite a few like waitresses and bartenders.
Now it's just gonna be obvious.
No, it's not, because I wouldn't have known that. People are gonna be like Hooters, that have BBLs and like breast implants and they had a lot of work done, and Joe noticed that, and I'm like, all right, like, and he was talking about how like that's for him not his like his attractive body type, like to him, because there's no such thing as an ideal body type, but it's like that's not the body type that he's attracted to. So I went into it as like, yeah, like I tend to not like people that are super buff because those kind of guys tend to go to like the gym. I go to the gym pretty regularly, but I go like 3 days a week now. I used to be
you gotta do a post. Hey guys, I'm back, and then 6 months later, hey, I'm back.
No, we've been going like 3 times a week, but I used to be so good at the gym, and something happened within like the past, like honestly, since the show came out. I don't know what happened, but I fell off. Anyways, I've been going 3 days a week, but if I'm with a guy who's like very built and like muscular and he goes to the gym every day and he takes his creatine, like and this is a me problem, I'm totally aware, but like I'll get insecure. I can't have my boyfriend be like this, like, because then I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not like, I don't have like toning. Like if I'm like a little bloated, I'm gonna be like this is an insecurity of mine where I'm just going to be like, does he not actually like me because I'm not like this girl that goes to the gym all the time that like does her like hip thrusts and she has like the mean glutes and whatever. Like I'm just not that person. So I get insecure about that. Yeah. So I need a guy who has like either a little meat.
Fucking what in the motherfucker? Guy who has spirit fingers.
A guy
is not going to satisfy you.
A guy with like maybe a little more either meat on his bones or not, in the case of Nick, like not this like built kind of kid. Like I was always drawn towards not necessarily like the dad bod, like when we call it like dad bods, because I feel like that's a weird term, but like I've always liked guys that were like a little
and there's a reason why.
What is
because you want the upper hand. Because because you just said it. You don't want to feel insecure. So if you're with somebody who's in shape and
no, because I'm okay with like Nick. Like Nicky's super skinny. Like
but he's tall, right? But you just said your ideal.
I don't care if it's short. If someone's
but your
short,
ideal body type is somebody who's fluffier.
Not like fluffy wasn't the right word, but I am drawn to people who, and on any scale. That isn't like super like hyper masculine, because a lot of guys like make that their whole personality, and that's what I can't do.
There's the Juicehead, like Juicehead Guido thing from back in the day. Right. That is
they make that their entire personality. It's
sure
they eat, sleep, drink, gym, and that's what I can't.
Usually
do.
They do extra substances too, so you got to watch out for the fucking rage.
Extra substances, gym. But like for me, like I don't want to necessarily have to count macros, because you're like, but like if you're dating someone like that, like he's gonna be like, babe, I'm making dinner and I'm making like grilled chicken. I'm like, cool. Can I not have that though? Like I like the comfort of like Nikki and I making like a healthy meal, but it's not like a gym rat meal.
That's fair, but to say that you like a body type that is fluffier, I
took that back. That's fluffy isn't the right word. Just on any scale, from skinny to fluffy to extra fluffy.
You need to watch a video on the YouTubes, and it's called "The Dad Bod is Worse Than Ebola."
What?
It's a Damazetti video from years ago, and
you love Damazetti.
I'm sorry, I thought that I had the floor.
Go ahead.
You just brought up another thing. This isn't just a you thing. This happens all the time. I fucking hate it when people finish my sentences, because a lot of times people do it because they're mirroring and they're trying to show you that they're into what you're saying. It drives me up a fucking wall.
Really?
Yeah, I hate that. Don't finish my sentences.
I've never done that before. This was the first time that I've ever done it.
No, you have done. But I wasn't taking a shot at you. It just it happens, and I fucking hate it.
That's so interesting, because like you said, like it's a thing that people do to make it known that you're listening to them. Like, right, that's like,
shut the fuck up. That's you know what tells me you're listening? When you're not talking, because when you're talking, you're not listening.
Well, when you're not acknowledging it, being like, okay, yep. And like,
that's fine. Those things are fine. Finishing my sentences though.
I don't know. Like I feel like I could zone out. I could be like, and I could be like zoning out, and then I'm not actually paying attention.
I could tell if you're not paying attention though.
Could you?
Yes.
I will. I'll prove that otherwise.
Yeah, I could tell.
Anyways, continue.
I don't remember where we were.
Tom Mazzetti.
I wasn't paying attention.
There was an impulse.
Yeah, he was reading something from that, and it was describing why girls like the dad bod.
Really?
But it was basically, the gist of it was the girl wanted to be the cute one. She wanted to be the one that was the attractive one.
Oh.
So that's why they tended to go towards the fluffier dad bod, because they were still the prize. Whereas if the if the guy was super in shape and looked good and was attractive, it took away from the spotlight of the girl.
Oh, that's kind of messed up. I think Nikki and I are equally as attractive. I mean, right now, the way I look right now, I think he takes the cake. But when I do myself up, I think we're equally as attractive. Like, see me on Saturday. We're going to look equally as attractive.
I'm going to look like I rolled. If I go,
I'm going
to look like I rolled out of bed. All black.
Who of you and Mel is the attractive one then? Ooh, are you going to take a shot at yourself or a shot at Mel?
I'll take a shot at myself, probably.
Oh,
I feel like it's equal, but I don't know. I don't know.
You could say that. That's what I said. I think Nikki and I are equally. I don't think that he's like overly like more handsome than me. I think he's more handsome than, but I think I'm more beautiful. Like, you know what I mean?
She would if you looked at the two of us.
My vote is Mel.
That's what I mean. You would,
just kidding.
My vote would be her too.
She's really beautiful.
I know. So
you did good. I don't know how.
Fuck you too.
I get to make dicks every once in a while too.
I have my days, I guess, but I feel like most days I look like I fucking died. Like right now, need a haircut bad.
No, you don't.
Tomorrow I gotta get a haircut.
I know you do, because it's your Friday routine. You don't have to tell me. I know you're going on Friday, and
it's
you go
not
at either
always
12
on Friday,
or like.
Yeah, it is, but it's not always on Friday.
It's usually on Friday.
Depends on the schedule of when things happen. I need one on Friday because we.
Can
have
you
an
just
event
like
on Saturday.
Can you take off your headphones for 2 seconds? Take off your headphones for 2 seconds.
This is a fucking trap.
No, take off your headphones. Now look at the camera. Like look at one of them.
Okay.
Remember this image right now. Now go on our Instagram on Saturday, and I'm going to post a picture of Joe. He will not look any different. Stop staring at the camera and blink. Come on. He will not look.
I was trying to do it so they had a picture.
They took a screenshot. He will not look any different now versus when he has his haircut tomorrow.
That's all right. Perfect example though. That's
because
such
you go weekly.
That's such a disrespect though, because when girls get their hair done, that's the stereotypical thing.
I go.
Oh, you didn't notice? You didn't notice?
But like,
did you notice?
Girls go once every like 2, 3. I haven't gone in like 6 months.
Yeah, so your hair is still long and you washed it finally. Oh.
No, that's usually like when my mom's like, oh, you didn't know. Nikki always notices when my mom does her hair, but my dad doesn't. And it's like a color change, and she'll be like, you didn't notice? But like, and like if Nikki gets a haircut, like I notice it because it'll go from like the size will go from longer to short, but your hair's already short and you go every week. So like it doesn't grow that much.
See how right now it's one level? What happens is it's mostly the lineup and the fade. Once the fade goes away and it's just one level and there's no design or detail into it, that's usually when you know. So you'll notice the difference because it'll have a sharper line around here. You would
never go like once every other week, like once every week.
No, because I don't like the way it looks right now, and I'm on day 6. So it's a weekly thing.
Interesting.
But to say that I don't look any different, I guess is good and bad.
It's good. It means that you could go a couple weeks. You could go on Squid Game and not have a haircut for 3 weeks, and you would look exactly the same.
I think the longest I've gone is 3 weeks or a month, and it was bad. My hair grows fast.
I'd rather see like I want to see like your beard grow out.
No, I won't do that either.
I know you won't, but I would.
It gets very red and gray.
In the 3 weeks, if you had gone 3 weeks, I would want to see your beard more grow out than your hair grow.
That I could do. I would be more apt to. Sometimes I do, but
I feel like that would fit your look, your style.
But I don't like when it gets out of control, and I don't like the big beard. Remember that was like a thing, the big beard thing. Yeah, it's like fucking
not your style.
No, clean it up. I don't like the big beard thing.
I like beards.
Beards are fine. Just like
sizes.
I don't know that, like the burly fucking beard thing. That was a thing.
With someone from Squid Game, and I was braiding his beard because his beard was up to here. His name was Charlie, and he was one of my good friends.
It's not for me. That's not my style.
I know it's.
I don't think it looks good either.
I can't picture you with it.
I wouldn't have it.
I want to take a screenshot, and then I'll use one of those face apps, and I'll add a beard, just to see what it looks like.
One time,
and you'll look super with all your tattoos and stuff. You'll look like you work.
Why do you always do that? You always first of all, and you made a comment about the fucking drinking. I said I like beer. You're like, you're sitting there with your little tattoos and your beard, and you like beer. Like, what I don't understand, was it there was a dichotomy there, or was it
no?
It fit in what you were thinking.
No, in my head, you were like, I like beer, and I was like, I don't know. It's just this image of you. And it's
I don't get it. Do I fit the mold or do I not fit the mold of?
You fit the mold, but that's also, I don't know. It was funny to me. Like I said, you got your, there's
your little tattoos.
You little tattoos.
It's
so a stereotype, right? There's a stereotype sometimes with guys with tattoos. I've dated them. It's guys with tattoos, and they tend to have a beard, and they drink their beer, and it's Narragansett or PBR, but you don't like either of those. So for you, it's your Joey.
Gansett, but yeah, that's not my go-to.
True. Joey, I was thinking of Modelo's for you. Modelo's will always be the thing that I'm I think of you. I think of Modelo's. I think of Lizzie McGuire. I think of scary movies.
That sums me up, remember?
I literally, you want to talk about gifts? You're the easy. Okay, Hillary Duff, beer.
You can buy me Hillary Duff.
Yes.
She just had her 4th kid. I think I'm out.
Beer. Hillary Duff.
I haven't drank beer in 5 months.
Scary movies. Michael. Video equipment.
And Funko Pops. And Funko Pops of any of the things that I like.
That isn't, yeah.
I'm very easy. I'm so easy to buy.
I know. That's why I bought your gift 8 months ago.
Fair.
You're very easy to buy for.
Sure. Okay, anyway, back on track.
Someone sent help. Yeah, that's really interesting to me that's the dynamic that maybe girls feel like they're being the prize or they're the prettier one of the two. I remember seeing a video, and it was a trend, and it was he's definitely not gonna cheat because she was the pretty, the super, super pretty one.
Yeah.
And maybe he was the one that was not as stereotypically or what the image of hot is for a guy, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, that's not the mentality that I had. It's just, I don't want someone who makes the gym and being a gym rat their whole personality. And I don't like
what about
the look. I don't know. Something about it's not attractive to me.
Are you saying the steroid look of you're too fucking big?
Yeah.
You're taking shit.
Yeah, I know people who are like that personally, and their girlfriends are also like that. They're definitely on something too.
Yeah.
I feel when you're in that mentality of you're the kind of person who does that, you take the roids, you do whatever. Sometimes the girlfriend either follows suit or they're doing it together or whatever because they're both into the same interests.
Then it becomes more in vain. And I think with that same person that you're talking about on the male side, the female side is the younger girls with the fucking BBLs and the lips and the Botox and the tits done. That is a vibe for me that's not attractive. It's just not attractive, period.
It's all about perspective. And
I don't think a lot of... This was a other thing that we were talking about in that conversation was I don't think are doing that, or females are doing that to impress the guys. They're doing it for themselves or for other females. Because no guy I know thinks that that's attractive. But
maybe there are. It's just not in your friend group.
I would say the majority of guys are not finding that look attractive.
It's it's weird though, because it's not... I'm going to throw, because our last episode was about Kim Kardashian. So her body type of the way she was before, because apparently she's lost a lot of weight and people are coining it to Ozempic or whatever. But she had, there was a picture that went around and people were holy shit, I didn't know that she actually, her butt was that big. Everyone always knew it. But someone saw it in a bikini or whatever, or in gray leggings, and it was was big. It had a lot of retail space.
Yeah.
And that will be some guys' like ideal image, which is why they find Kim so hot. For someone like Nikki's a prime example. Like he thought that she was really hot. Maybe the face wise, I don't know if it's the face and the body, but like someone like you don't find that attractive.
And I don't think.
So I think it depends.
I'm sure some do. I would think that a lot of them don't. You know when they do the butt thing too, and you know like a butt is supposed to be rounded.
Yes.
And underneath it's supposed to just kind of like drip into your leg, kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, when you have the diaper butt, as they said on Joe Rogan,
AKA the BBL, is that
there's like a flap that. Like you could lift away from the leg. It like cuts under. Dude, it's not a good look.
because it's not muscle. So like at that point when you build your glutes like at the gym, it's muscle. So you're going to have the round
Right.
shape. And then if you don't go to the gym, it's just going to be more flat and it's just going to be like
Right.
closer to your leg, but there's not going to be like retail space
There-
underneath,
there's-
even if it is muscular.
There's
When
like
you
a
have a
crevice.
BBL, like you literally, because it's straight fat at that point, because they're
Yeah.
injecting fat, you can move it. You can like
It's not.
and people who naturally have really nice butts, they still have like the natural curvature of a butt. Like
Yeah.
you could be like, oh, that's a big butt, but it has like the natural curvature of it being a real butt. You can look at someone and be like BBL. Like I know
Yeah.
when someone has a BBL because it's very obvious. Unfortunately,
That's what
I don't know if it's like the surgeons or maybe it's just too big. Like people don't get like very natural BBLs. I've
don't
seen
know.
some that are more natural. I think sometimes a lot of people just go like a little too far. And that's like the dangers of going
Right.
down aesthetics.
But that's what we're talking about with the steroids with a lot of the guys and shit. You're going down a road where you're going to the extreme for your appearance. It's very like in vain kind of thing.
Yeah.
And watch when you get older. A lot of those guys that are taking a lot of those fucking steroids and testosterone when they don't need it and all that shit, they fucking die young
Yeah.
because you're fucking up your body. On the flip side with the females, with all this fucking work that you're having done, when you get older, how do you think that that's going to play out?
Well, BBLs,
Plus, you usually look worse when you get older.
BBLs were like the number one cause of death in regards to surgeries, like in the world.
Now, are they doing that here?
Yeah, a lot of girls tend to go to like Miami for it. It's
Okay.
like Miami, LA, but a lot of people, to make it super cheap, they'll fly out to other countries and get it done in like Brazil. So actually, I saw this video that went viral, and it was an airport of a bunch of people wheelchairing people who just had BBLs. So like it's just like it's like at the airport, at the terminal, there's just people in wheelchairs because they just had it done. And they're not supposed to like put a lot of like weight and pressure and whatever else. So it's like all these people are like wheelchairing them in and whatever else of all these girls that had BBLs, which is actually very sad. Yeah.
I just think that when you're going to the extremes for your appearance, it's especially even the Ozempic thing. And everybody, I think now it's starting to come out that it's a problem. But people are like, oh, there's no side effects. Really?
is.
Really? You're taking a drug that you weren't prescribed, that you don't need for any specific reason, and you're losing weight, and you don't think that that's going to have
'Cause
any
aside of-
adverse effects later.
A side effect of this diabetic medication, there were side effects to this diabetic medication, and one of the side effects was weight loss. But that was amongst several other side effects that were also listed. So it's who was the one person that was like, you know what? A side effect of this is weight loss. I'm going to try this out. And then it just caused a chain reaction where like the average person now is doing it. Where before, like at first, a lot of people were like, oh, Mindy Kaling, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian. It's like some people were saying like, this is all speculation. This is just what I've seen. It's like Adele, Kelly Clarkson. Like there's all these like big name people that people were seeing that like all of a sudden had very extreme like weight loss journeys. And now it's like, I mean, girls that are like 25 years old are doing it now because they want to lose weight.
Right, but
just,
even
like I said,
on the
very
surface, right, you want to lose weight. My thought would never go to an option like that
Yeah.
to lose weight, because there's got to be
Adverse.
Yeah, it's got to be a side effect there.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it. And also, just stop fucking eating or get a nutritionist.
Mm-hmm.
Change your diet.
Work out more.
Work out more. Change your diet. Change your lifestyle. No, I'll take this fucking pill that I don't really need to lose weight.
It's like the equivalent to me of people who take like diuretic pills just to like go right. Like so many people were like, oh, I would never do that. Mm-hmm. But then they are willing to do Ozempic, which is, like I said, it's all just very sad to me. Like, it's not, like, I don't knock it for anybody. I know people who are on it. I have friends who are on it. It's just sad. That's all. Because there are, like, some really, like, there are people that I'm friends with that are, like, bigger people. And that's not the way out. Yeah. That's not the way out. There's just other way. I keep my opinions to myself.
No, you have, I mean, if you're looking out for them health-wise, it's not the way out.
I know it's hard when their doctors prescribe it now, though.
And that's the other problem about, I would say, this country that's scary is you can get prescribed shit.
Anything.
Yeah. It's like a fucking free-for-all.
Yeah.
I have to get a new, well, I don't have a PCP.
That's not great.
No, I know. I need a PCP. But I'm, and I haven't done the research that I need to do for it. But I don't want somebody who is quick to prescribe. Now, I could always say no. Or
I just finished your sentence. I know.
Because you don't fucking listen.
No, I just like.
But I don't want somebody who's going to be quick to prescribe something. Now, I can say no or I don't want to do that. But also, then it fucks up the routine that I want with that person. If you're going to go and say that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want somebody who's more of a natural.
A naturopath?
Yeah. Because I don't like to, even when I was sick the last couple of weeks, I very sparingly took Dayquil, and I take I don't like taking shit. I don't take Advil.
You know what would work? Soup.
No.
You need soup.
No.
Doesn't take soup.
No.
Doesn't take medicine.
I drink plenty of fluids and whatnot, but I don't like don't like taking shit. I think I told you we talked about this. I used to take Advil,
Tylenol or Advil because Nikki has headaches pretty often, and you were like, get him off of it because then your body like relies on it. And we cut back on it, and he has headaches occasionally when he like doesn't drink water and that, whatever.
Right. And it's a dehydration thing.
Mm-hmm, but like he used to have migraine headaches like daily, and he hasn't had it like that since. Again,
the electrolyte powder just to get your electrolytes up too. Drink more water. But it was a weird thing that I heard. I was taking them every fucking day, like two to four every day, way back in like 10 years ago. And I heard it on a podcast, and they said it relieves short-term inflammation, but it exacerbates long-term inflammation. I don't know how that works. And that's why you have to take it every day, and then you end up taking more and more. Once you stop, dude, I never got on a handful of days, I could say a year that I take Advil.
It like sucked for him when he like first had to like cut, because like when he had it, then he just had to kind of deal with it and like go to bed or something.
Yeah.
But he's been pretty good. Like I said, every once in a while, and I'll be like, you didn't sleep well last night, or like you weren't drinking water, or your first meal wasn't until 3 p.m. So your body's like, fuck you. Like it's a mixture of a few different things, but a lot of that can be remedied with those things that you just said: proper sleep, eating, hydrating, eat more protein, that type of shit. Don't rely on Advil and shit. I don't like, the prescription drug world scares the shit out of me. I don't like it. I know. And I'll leave it on this note. This is the beginning of it is one of my friends, she just had a baby, and at the hospital she had just given the baby, and they were like, do you need morphine? Do you need this? Do you need this? And she's like, I'm okay. Like I don't want any of this. And they were like pushing it onto her, and she's like, I'm okay. Like I don't need it. They're like, well, if you need anything, like let me know. And it's like, but they've also only been trained to like look out for the mother to make sure that the mother's not in pain. So like, I get it, but it's like a baby just came into this world. You take morphine, you're already feeding it through the milk. Like, it's just like you start so young, and you start getting medicine that ultimately watch, I think it's called like Gut Your Health on Netflix. And it's really interesting. And it talks about how medicine and stressors from the environment and whatever can mess with the gut biome of your stomach. And it's very, very, very interesting. So moral of the story is take things only when you really need it. Obviously take it when you need it. And just look out for yourself and be careful of Ozempic and do things the right way and find the love of your life, whatever that looks like, whether that be a really strong, buff,
juice head Guido,
juice head, or whether it be someone who's fluffy, or whether it be someone who's super skinny, or whether it be someone who's super short.
I mean, how, you want to go down the entire fucking list?
Yeah. Find love. And I wish the best for you.
God. Keep it on the natural route. That's what I would say. Keep it on the natural route.
That's
You got to lose weight. You got to change your lifestyle. You can't just take a fucking pill because there's going to have side effects. And you need to tell your friends that and stop being so fucking...
You're going to see my friends on Saturday, so you tell them too.
Oh, I wonder who it is.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. I love that for me.
God, I fucking hate this for me.
Shout out to Be a Nice Human, as always, and Skylar Batz.
Skylar Batz.
You have 121. So.
Skylar Batz.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye.